Hello. Hello and welcome to Story Mode, the channel. Hello, welcome in. Get excited. We're streaming some more. Yay. Hello, VOD watchers. Hello, everybody. Hey, sorry, by the way, for the echo on the intro. Music, my bad. My bad. Hashtag pro streamer. There's going to be a bit of an echo on that intro, but I caught it in the middle and I fixed it, and I'm so sorry. Hello to the VOD watchers, to those of you who are going to catch the stream after I go back offline. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you for the view. I really appreciate it. I get the vast majority of my views after I am live, and I appreciate them. So thank you for being here. Stick around. A lot of good stuff tonight. Cursed, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for being in the live chat. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, low energy today. I'm drinking decaf because it's necessary. You like the cute spooky jumper? Isn't it cute? I just decided to go all in. I decided to go all in on the spooky theme. So with that being said, yet another spooky jumper, and tell me something good. We updated all of our graphics to apply for spooky season or Halloween or October, or however you want to look at it, depending on who you are. A quick change, I know. Yeah, AI is not perfect. It's not perfect. It wouldn't put the same sweater on two different versions of the image, but close enough, right? I forgot to think of something good. Curse, that's okay. This one might be a little bit of a struggle bus. I have a bunch of bad news that is varying in significance. And I'm not going to share it because that's not what the segment is called. The segment is not called Tell Me Some Bad News. It's called Tell Me Something Good. So I'm going to fight for something. I will say some of the things that are negative could have been so much worse. So that is something good. But like everything's fine. Like I'm fine. Life is good. Life is good. And everything that matters is intact and excellent. Oh no! R&R. I know. This girl she tries and then, yeah. I have coffee. That's it for today. That's fair. Tell me something good. Tell me something good. And then, of course, because I have my super stringent rules about what we talk about in chat, there's good things that I can't share because they fall under certain categories of conversations I'm trying not to foster. I make everything so much harder for myself. Let me think. Something good. It rained today. It rained all day. So this one's a double-sided coin. A little negative because I had to deal with it on the road. But we've been so just dry and hot in the Midwest, at least in my part of the Midwest. And we've really needed the rain. Everything's really dried out. And it's just way too warm for October. It's just way too warm. Hashtag global warming, I guess. But yeah, so it rained all day today. And it's actually kind of great. Like, we really need it. So technically, that's good. Like, if you put the good of the environment above your convenience. It's a good thing. You know, I thought I had some things. I had really good food yesterday. I had some really good food yesterday. Yesterday was a little cray-cray. We're not going to talk about it. But I got, for anyone who's familiar with Longhorn Steakhouse in the United States, it's a kind of, it's a low-tier steak restaurant, but they have pretty good steak for being the level that they're at. It's not like a high-end steakhouse. But yeah, so I, for reasons... I felt that I needed to indulge a bit. And so I got a New York strip with a Parmesan crust, a loaded mashed potato, and loaded here in the States means it's got like cheese, sour cream, green onions and or chives, bacon, all of that good stuff. And so loaded baked potato with the steak. I also had glazed Brussels sprouts, so roasted Brussels sprouts in like a caramel glaze. So good. I also got a side of mac and cheese, because I have a thing for mac and cheese. If I have anything greater that I'm addicted to than coffee, it's probably mac and cheese. They also had this delicious kind of honey wheat loaf that comes with a meal. So it's mac and cheese, Brussels sprouts, potato, steak, bread. Was there anything else? I think that was plenty. I kind of destroyed myself, but it was totally worth it, and I regret nothing. I regret nothing. I had really good food yesterday. It was a really nice meal. I know I had printed a bunch of photos of my besties, and I go to frame and hang on my wall. Well, they arrived yesterday and look so cute. I'm so glad. I actually had a, I have a picture story, but it's mixed in with negative. It's so funny. It's so funny because it's been such a roller coaster. That's what my something good is. Okay, I have an official one that I'll wrap up with. The Brussels sprouts sound amazing. Yeah, they're like, it's not caramel, but it's like a sweet glaze, maybe maple, roasted Brussels sprouts, and like perfectly roasted, so they're still a little bit firm. They're not soggy. Oh, they're so good. Is that the magic cake you've told? No, this is, we get the magic cake from a really expensive high-end steakhouse. I don't think I got a dessert. I don't think I got a dessert for this one. I did get a cup of coffee, though. I did get a, you need to DM me after. Cursed. Oh, I might. I'll try not to burden you, but I might. But anyway, my something good is, this last one, we'll wrap it up with this. This is what I was thinking of. I am on the other side of a cluster of questions that needed answers. I am on the other side of a cluster of appointments and things, just difficulties, inconveniences, stuff I have to run around and do and take care of. A checklist. I'm on the other side of a checklist. So the checklist is, I think, almost completely, I might be overstating, completely complete. All questions have been answered. All things have been attended to. So I'm on the other side of that. And I'm just the type of person where a very little bit of unorthodox context to my life can throw me off quite a bit. I'm very much a structure person. The older I get, the more I lean into structure, expectations, routine, all of that. That's kind of what makes me feel like stable and secure. And then when things get a little bit wonky, I get a little bit wonky. So I am on the other side of the wonkiness. And that is so good. And I can actually kind of settle back down into my life, back into my routine. I'm free to do that now and just kind of settle in, and I'm very excited about that. And then we still have our San Diego trip coming up at the end of the month, my nephew-in-law's wedding that I told you guys about. So that's another good thing. The dress that I ordered from Amazon, I did get 2 sizes just in case, but it's adorable. It's totally going to work. The first thing I bought for the wedding is going to work, and I'm so excited about that, and it's really cute. So success. Success. Yay for the other side. All right, let's get into this game. Let's get into this game. Everything's fine. I'm doing really good. It's fine. We're great. Okay, we're gonna play this game. So let's remind ourselves of where we're at in life. We are in the lower deeps. I just got out of the pause menu. We are in the lower deeps, and we repaired the drain pumps, and we restored the Belagost Forge, and then we unlocked like every upgraded recipe we're gonna need for this area. So what's really cool is, when I got off of stream last time, I did actually run around and gather all the resources that I needed. So I went mining, and I got some copper, and I got some salt because we need some leather as well, and I got some silver, which we needed, and tin maybe. And it sounds like my plants are planting up there. You guys see that? You just hear the sound. And yeah, so I went off on my own. I did some mining. I got the materials that we needed. So get excited, people. We can now craft the Belagost armor and the Shanor hammer. I'm trying to think of what else we needed. Let's take a look at the Belagost Forge. Okay, so the helmet. I need to make a list. I think I made all the leather. Okay, we need 1 leather. 2 leather. Wait, does that say 8? No, yeah, 2 leather, 4 leather, 8 leather. So we need 8 leather for the armor. We need no leather for the hammer. That's good. I need to write this down. So we need 8 leather. We need 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need 11 Shanor ingots, so that's what I'm going to get started on. We're going to start cooking some Shanor ingots, which we did confirm we are able to make here in our forge at our base camp. So like I said, I went and I got the copper, the tin, and the silver. So we can cook these ingots up nice and easy. And then I also wanted to make some of the masterwork items that we somehow have not talked about. It's really my fault that we haven't talked about it yet, because we've had a couple of them available. But we're going to make a quarry master, so I need some steel ingots and some silver ingots. I'm just going to take all the black diamonds that I have. Okay, so the torch I'll probably make... This is too many things to keep track of, in my opinion. Okay. Ingots. My ingots are in here, so it said I need steel. Do I have any steel? I have 1 silver. I have 2 steel. 2 Shanor. Here's my 8 leather already. See? I knew we did it. I knew we had done it. I have a salt pallet now, so I'll put that salt on a pallet. I don't think either of it took bronze or the other thing. So I should have enough leather, but you know, I've been burned so many times thinking that I had enough. So I'm just going to make 10. I only need 8, but I'm just going to make 10. Because I think I'm a little, like, numbers throw me off. Numbers are my kryptonite. The most basic numerical calculations are too much for me. The most basic. 2 plus 2, I don't know, 17. So, basically, I'll look at a number, and I swear it's not my fault, because I'll look at a number and I'll understand it. I'll wrap my brain around it. And then all of a sudden, it's not correct. Whatever it was that I understood about that number is no longer correct. Okay, so we have to... grab. So we've got our leather. We have 1 silver ingot. We have 2 steel. This is going to be so tough because you really can't... I feel like I need more steel than that. You really can't... unless I write it... I'm just going to write it down. I'm just going to do it. It's going to be easier because otherwise we're going to have to pop back into this screen like every 5 seconds. So hold on. I'm going to make a note. So we've got our 8 leather. Check. Old-fashioned pen and paper, y'all. Get excited. Okay. Well, how many ingots was it? Like 12? 2, 5, 7. Yeah, 12. So we'll do 15 Shanor ingots. I'm not a numbers person either. I take words instead, please. And there's something about them. Numbers just, my brain can't. I think I understand, but then I don't. And every once in a while I get it right. Every once in a while I get it right, so then I get this false sense of confidence, and then I go into my next number situation thinking I've got this. Like, I'm not a complete and utter number moron, but I totally am, because it strikes again. Okay, so 15, 16, so 18 Shanor ingots. I'm gonna increase that. I need 1 black diamond. I need more than 1 black diamond. I need 2 black diamonds, because if we make the quarry master... and the Shanor hammer, right? Yep, 2 black diamonds. Okay, and the torch, I need steel. Yeah, I need 2 steel ingots. And you have to make, the reason I have to write all this down is because you have to make masterworks at a great forge, is how they're referred to in the game. So we have to do this at a great forge. I cannot make these things here in my base camp. At least I'm pretty sure I can't. Okay, so... True quartz, 15. Wood scraps and hide. I need 1 hide. And some wood. And steel. Wait, why aren't you working? Hello? Oh. I don't know what I did. 6, 7. I need 7 steel ingots. Yikes. Okay. Not 2, 7. Alright, I think that's it. I'm also gonna, I'm gonna drop a map stone, I think, at the forge. So I'm gonna grab my little situation where I grab, like, a hearth and then the item that I want to build next to the hearth. If I don't already have a map stone at Belagos, which actually I think I do, we'll be able to hop back and grab what we need. But, you know, best case scenario, it's just a single trip. So I'm doing my best. But yeah, guys, it's going to be a low energy stream tonight. Life. Life is lifing. But I absolutely did not want to cancel stream Absolutely wanted to show up for you guys. Had to push it back from yesterday. So here we are on a Tuesday, which is super weird. And I think everything's going to be fine. Again, like I said, I'm settling back into my routine. I'm able to do that now with everything kind of handled. So Friday, we should be good for our typical Friday stream. I will say Fridays are the most consistent. The other day keeps switching. Okay, so while we're waiting for those ingots to cook, I'm going to grab my oats, I guess. Just, you know, multitask. I'm gonna need steel ingots after this. And you know what I can do that I never, ever, ever, ever think of? You can build as many crafting stations as you need. So I could be making these ingots at the same time instead of being a dum-dum and thinking I have to wait until one order is finished. No, we got some company outside. It's okay, I do have a brain. Alright, so true quartz is going to be... There's nothing else up here. True quartz is going to be downstairs. Actually, I need some wood. Hold on, I lied. Just going to grab a stack of wood. Let's head downstairs and grab the rest of what we need. Oh, look, I doubled up on some chests as well. I did this after we got off stream. I just started to get overwhelmed with my inventory. Black diamonds will take 4. True quartz, I'll take a stack of 30. I think that, how many? It was 15. Yes, we'll take a stack of 30. All right, let me check these off. So 15 true quartz, 8 leather, 2 black diamonds, wood. So just steel ingots, and then I need 2 hide. Which, maybe down here? There we go. I'll just grab the stack of 14, that's fine. It's just easy to grab a stack. Big brain. I never think of it, though. You can make as many crafting stations as you need. You don't have to just use one. Yeah. Yep, it's an option. Okay. So we got that, we got that, we got that. We got that. So Shanor ingots and steel ingots are the last things that we are waiting on here. And we're going to build some masterworks, and we are going to build our new armor. We're going to craft that, and is there anything else? I'm trying to think. The shield wall is technically a masterwork. Masterwork shield tier 2 bludgeon. Bronze hide. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to make that. I'm going to make a couple. Oh, you know what though? Okay, I wanted to let him get that out. You can only, well, we'll do what we can. I'm not going to spoil it yet. So I'm not going to make the Wonder Keg, but we'll talk about it. And I'm not going to make the shield wall, but we can talk about it. It's just a shield. I don't think it's really that special. Using this tower shield, a single dwarf can defend an entire band from attack. Only one masterwork can be carried at a time. Well, there's a spoiler alert. The banding of Shanor alloy gives this upgraded shield a first age look. So what does the shield wall do? I don't understand. A single dwarf can defend an entire band from attack. So the implication is that a single dwarf could somehow use this if you're playing in a party to, I guess, block all the enemies to all of your party members. I don't actually know what it does. To me, it's just a shield, you know? It's a beautiful shield. Yeah, I'm not a shield person either. Cursed, I'm not a shield player. But it's beautiful. And it's a masterwork, so there has to be something special about it. So I'm genuinely curious what the technical manifestation is of this ability for a single dwarf to defend an entire band from an attack. I'm very interested in what that is, but I don't have a party, and I'm not going to play in a party anytime soon, so we're not going to test that theory. Okay, so that's all I need. We're doing great. 4 steel ingots. Alright, how many do I have? I have 16 Shanor ingots. It says I need 15. I don't trust the numbers. Oh my gosh, what just fell out? Did you see that? The forge, like, shot the ingot out of the top of itself, I swear. Okay, so we have 7 steel ingots, which is exactly what I need. But, again, those trust issues come into play, so I'm going to hang out for a little bit longer. Let's go down here and take some ale. Let's kill some time with some drink. We'll do a little song. We'll have a little ditty. We'll get excited. You guys don't have gameplay.
What did he see? 200 guests awaiting
Sorry.
for he. They hung right up the hoods they
Hashtag
wore,
pro streamer.
but told him not that there'd be more. They poured the milk on the pantry floor when Feely and Keely came knocking at Bilbo's door.
That's my favorite song.
Oh gosh. You were just about to say it. Cursed! Do it sooner. I'm so sorry. I apologize for the echo at the front of stream, but yeah, it's all part and parcel with audio. It's the same issue over and over again. Anyways. Sorry, you guys. Here's some gameplay audio. So yeah, I kept pausing to let the orcs talk that were outside. And that's like the most awkward thing about when I forget to turn on gameplay audio or desktop audio or background audio, whatever, is that I respond verbally to noises that are happening in the game. And you guys can't hear those noises. And then I listen to that stream back, and I sound like a raving lunatic, and it's problematic. Axebeard, welcome in. It's just a shield. It should protect you from all directions, and the durability is 10% higher than the next best shield. Okay. Oh, hold on. She's doing it again. Now you guys can hear them. Now you guys can hear them. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Axebeard is in my chat. Hey people, go check out Axebeard on YouTube. Here's the link. Here's the link, do it. Cool builds, fun challenges. Axebeard on YouTube. And Twitch. And everywhere else that matters, I'm sure. But yeah, we gotta get this figured out. Okay, background music. Am I missing anything else? Am I missing anything else? It protects you from all directions? So like, is that what that sounds like? So if you put the shield up with trigger or whatever key it is on keyboard, so you're actively blocking, nothing can hit you from like behind. Right? Is that what that means? From all sides. From all sides. Okay, we added a couple extra steel ingots. Wait, why does it say I have 10? Because of numbers. That's why. Silver? Did I need a silver ingot for something? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Shanor, leather, Numenorian cloth? I need to grab Numenorian cloth. Which I have not picked up. I need 2... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 pieces of Numenorian cloth. We almost forgot a major component. Ooh, balsam wood. I almost forgot that. Oh, silver ingot for the quarry master. Alright. Hold on. I thought we could go. Numenorian cloth. That's gonna be downstairs. Not 10%, 10 times. The second best shield has 1250 durability. Oh, gotcha. Block attacks from behind. Okay. Got it. Numenorian cloth. There we go. Is 14 enough? What else was it? An balsam wood? What else do I need? Maybe this is what happens. Maybe I think I have everything and then I take off and, like, the most important things I've just left behind. Okay, Shanor ingots and leather. And Numenorian cloth. Okay, we're good. Black diamond, Shanor ingot, Ubasam wood. We're good. Silver ingots, I'm cooking them right now. Smelting them officially. Steel, black diamond, Ubasam. Steel, true quartz, wood, hide. Okay, we grabbed everything else. I think. I think. Methinks. Axe, tell me something good. I've had a week, but everything's fine. And my something good is that I'm on the other side of it. Questions have been answered. Appointments have been made and kept. Special circumstances have all been accounted for. I'm good. Everything's good. You can get back to regular life now. Just regular, simple, old routine.
The drakes,
thought they said the deeps are restless. He said drakes. He very clearly said drakes. I don't know what drakes are. That's a mystery. I'm not sure what he's referring to. Hashtag no spoilers. I've not tested it. 1 hour gaming setup makes me choose between dodge roll or block as a bare knuckle brawler. Dodge roll is infinitely better and more important. I gotcha. Yeah. I like my dodge roll. I'm not a shield person. I'm just not. I'm just not. Now, I won't say that it's not beneficial and a smart thing to do. Just not my style. 5 silver ingots. I needed 6, right? Pretty sure. But numbers are my weakness, so we'll see. We shall see. And I think, okay, here we go. I think I have a mapstone at the Belagos Forge. Fairly certain. Ooh, which one is it? Okay, so drain pumps. Mapstone 1 would be at the pumps themselves. I need to go break that down. Mapstone 2 is hopefully the forge. Cross our fingers. Yay! Yay! Alright, here we go. Let's start crafting. I'm gonna get this armor because this is like, I want this. This is the most important thing to me right now. We're just crafting away. Okay. Now, we need this hammer so badly. So we're gonna grab that. And we unlocked a building recipe for the Ufuhan? How do you say that, Axe? I've never tried to pronounce that before. Somebody tell me. Okay. We're gonna make a quarry master. And look at it in my pack. So cool. Now here's the trick. We're gonna make a Zarok torch too. And I think that was it because I'm not gonna make the shield wall shield because I'm not a shield player, and I'm not gonna make the wonder keg because I don't care about drinking that much. But here's the trick about Masterworks. These are very special items. I would love it if the orcs would be quiet. These are very special items you can make in the game. And the torch is currently in my pockets. Now you'll see that on my hotbar, we've added a slot. Look at this pretty etched golden like decorative thing on this slot. You can only carry 1 at a time because this is the only... I'm sorry. She's struggling tonight. This is the only slot in the hotbar that will accommodate a masterwork. You only get 1, so you can only carry 1 at a time. So right now I have a torch. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is a Zarok torch made with true quartz crystal, so it will continue to shine. It's also a lot better at casting light than a basic flame torch or a candle hat. So the Zarok torch is something really cool that you can make, I think, as soon as you get into the lower deeps, maybe? When you access some true quartz. That might be wrong, but you'll see the recipe pop up on your screen when you can get it, and it's basically like a permanent torch. So you can ditch anything else that you were using to light your way and use a Zarok torch that will not go out and gives you a lot more light. This is the Quarry Master, which is a pickaxe, as you can see. This is a 2-handed pickaxe, so even though it's fairly powerful, especially early in game, I think you can get the Quarry Master maybe as soon as Westgate, maybe the Mines of Moria. You can get it pretty early in game. I've had the recipe for a minute. I just have not been in a mine space to make masterworks or worry about them yet. So this is a more powerful axe, and we'll use it. I'll show you guys. It's a more powerful pickaxe, and I think this one will take out any ore available in game. So as you guys know, we've come across a lot of gold set in adamant early in game. If I'm not wrong, the Quarry Master will mine that ore. So this is like a cheat code pickaxe that will give you the ability to mine specific materials earlier in game as soon as you unlock this recipe. So that's what's going on with this. But again, you can only carry 1 at a time, so it'll depend on your style of play, whether you are more concerned about mining efficiently, being able to see because you're in the dark like all of the time with your torch. And then again, there is the Wonder Keg. We'll take a look at it real quick. Not Wonder Keg, Wander Keg. So this is a keg that you can actually carry on your shoulder. When you're not holding it in your hands, it will automatically slip onto your pack, kind of like these other items do. This allows you to carry ale with you. So say we went into a darkest deep, which we have not done yet, but we've come across them. It's extremely dark down there, and there is a particular brew, I think it's called Dawnbreak Ale. And if I were to drink that brew, once I had received despair damage from being in the dark for so long, it would cure me. So there's situations where carrying ale to use its buff in specific situations, maybe like boss fights or something like the Darkest Deep. So Wonder Keg could really come in handy because you can carry that with you. There's another non-Masterwork item that I also haven't pointed out to you guys that allows you to carry just one additional serving of ale. It's called the Brew Skin. It's basically a leather flask. And you can also carry that in your items as well. Since it's a regular item, though, you can carry that. You could also carry multiple. So I'll show you the brew skin when we get back to base camp. But the Wonder Keg is a Masterwork. It would then be the only thing you could carry in your Masterwork slot. You would not be able to carry the keg and the torch and the Quarry Master or any combination of those. So that is what's going on with these items here. And then again, the shield wall we kind of already chatted about. This is also a Masterwork. It's just a defensive weapon. And then Rohirrim Spear, this is a DLC item. The Belagost Halberd is just something we have access to, and I'm still on the fence as to whether I want to make one or not. So here's the fun trick with Masterwork. Since you can only carry one at a time, I can't even carry this torch in my hand, much less in my pack. We have to go back to base, and I have to drop off the Quarry Master so that we can come back and get the torch. And now I'm going to catch up with chat. I really had to focus to make all of that happen. Mapstone. Is this base? I think this is base. Yeah, okay. Oh, and he's hungry. Let me catch up with chat. When you find yourself going through hell, keep going. Glad to hear you didn't stop. All my good stuff is top secret until it's completed. Soon I hope. All your good stuff is top secret. Gotcha. Nice. 1 hour gaming setup equal one-handed, not 1 hour amputee gaming. Oh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Oofhan furnace, I think. Okay. Oofhan. Back to lurk while I mow the yard. Nice. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna make some food. And there's a couple of things you can do with Masterworks. It's kind of like the pack. I remember our struggle with upgrading our pack and what to do with the existing one. This is kind of a similar situation, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take this guy, and you have to do this manually, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna put the Quarry Master on a wall display. We'll put up another wall display over here just for symmetry, because I like symmetry. Boop. And we may or may not put the torch there, which I'm gonna go back to right now. Or back for, rather. Nope. Pick up the torch. There you go. Okay. So yeah, see, this is so fun because if you allow the torch to pop into your pack, you're not carrying it in your hand. It's great because it just casts light everywhere you go. It's just a light source, and you don't even necessarily have to keep it in your hand, which is super fun. That way you can carry other things. I could hold a torch. I was going to say a torch. I wouldn't do that. I could hold a shield and a sword, as well as have the Zarok torch equipped in my pack like this. So it's very cool stuff. All right. Back home. We need to eat some food ASAP. I am starving. Okay, there we go. Very cool. Now, we have some upgraded armor. Let's take a look. We've got some... We'll start from the top. We will grab the helmet. I'm sorry, we'll equip the helmet, which you can't see because I have helmetless. Equipped. Tier 3. It is the same tier as the crested helmet, which is what I had on before. The Belagost ringmail. No? Why isn't this working? There we go. Okay, equip the Belagost ringmail. Why isn't it working? So that's our ringmail. Our helmet, I will fix that here in a second. Here's our new gauntlets. I'm so excited to not have these weird yellow glove things anymore. So let's replace this with these gauntlets, and then let's grab our boots. So here's the Belagost armor. As you can see, my armor bar is completely full. Also, we have added a couple of helmet icons to the top. So again, a little bit weird, but maybe it's completely normal for games like this. When you increase your armor capacity or I don't even know what to call it. This bar is just gonna have layers. It's just gonna have layer. It just adds layers. So there's like a kind of a faded blue layer, and then there's a more opaque layer on top of that, and then there's the helmet icons. It's just, you're just layering your armor, and at the end of the day, it's all good. So I do have a chest for armor I no longer need. So I'm gonna put that in here. I also no longer need the steel hammer because we have upgraded to the Shanor hammer. And I still have 2 black diamonds in here, so did I just grab extra? I think I grabbed extra. I was gonna say, what did I forget to craft? We'll put the crested helmet in here. Okay, and then let me get into the wardrobe so you guys can actually see. This is the helmet, which is just the best. Hold on. There it goes. Because it's got a mustache on it. Not only is it incredibly intimidating and horned with like this thing on the top, it's got a mustache. It's got a mustache. That's the most important part. Okay. So let me... Materials. Let me put things back where they belong, because we don't need all of this stuff now. So wooden ingots are going to go upstairs. True quartz and black diamonds will go down here. This is the new hammer. Hold on. I'm wrapping my brain around it. Slow brain day today. I'm wrapping my brain around it. Put these ingots away. Okay. Blossom wood and regular wood. Now, I'm trying to decide. I should probably swap out the torch for the pick so that you guys can see what the quarrymaster is capable of. So let me do that really quickly. Let me see if I can quick grab this. No, I cannot. You have to kind of manually move it over. Okay. So let's... Oh. And I have to manually move this too. Okay, no worries. Okay. So we'll take the quarrymaster with us. I do still have a torch, a wooden torch, in my hotbar here. Okay, let's take a look real quick. So that was like major upgrades, right? We've upgraded our armor. We're looking good. We're feeling good. We've got this really cool helmet with a mustache on it. We've got a masterwork pickaxe, and I got the first age sword a long time ago, actually, very early on here in the deeps. And I'm a little bit curious in my brain as to whether I want to make the great sword, which I believe does more damage. Hold on. Hits many foes at once or hits one target for sizable damage. And a charge attack is going to be more beneficial with that. However, this is a two-handed weapon. I'm not a fan. I like the ability to be able to hold more than one thing, so I'm debating whether I want the greatsword. I might as well just make it. I just need silver ingots, which is what I just made. And I can just keep it in my hotbar because first age is the only thing that we're looking at for this area. So I don't have anything stronger than this. Although I do have... So what is this, tier 3? We do have the halberd. And I'm trying to decide. And Axe is lurking, so he can't tell me. To beat the orc stronghold in this area, if I need the halberd, I think I'll be fine with the sword. But we've done this before. I'm gonna grab some abax before we go. But these are our major upgrades. This is all the stuff we were looking for. Let me check out what some of these icons are. Okay. Ufhan, right? Ufhan furnace. And the Kuzdul forge.
I want fresh wolf meat.
It's too bad you're not gonna get it. These are 2 new recipes. We obviously don't have iron wood, nor do we have adamant. Although we have the quarrymaster now, so we should go test the theory that we can mine adamant at this point. And the Kuzdul forge also needs Khazad steel, which we do not have yet. But here are some recipes that we've unlocked, and these are going to come in extremely handy, if not crucial. Actually quite crucial, a little bit later on in the game. Okay, so that was my update for the build menu. The Kuzdul forge, which is the recipe we just... Wait, why is it... Anyways, We also have a recipe for an ornamental shield, but this not only requires Khazad steel, it requires star metal, which we do not have. Also fine leather, which we do not have, and that's okay. And I think the rest of this stuff is DLC. So in the appendices, Muznakan, we found Garen's Muznakan here in the deeps. A Belagos dwarf named Garen. This must be the line of a Belagos royal. It is sad that much of their history has been lost. It's true. It's true. And like we were talking about before, the Belagos dwarves are from the Blue Mountains, and they did have to seek refuge in Moria when their kingdom was destroyed. And that's a whole story from many, 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 many years ago. So that's completely accurate. So Garen is I believe, a fabricated dwarf character to represent the Belagos dwarves. Biteweed. I wish I could just ignore them, but they're so loud. Biteweed is something we picked up in Orc Town. It's a harsh weed, and the flavor... I'm sorry, this flower is the base of orc medicine, found within larger orc towns. So biteweed is, I believe, an ingredient for the orcish medicine ale, which I think gives you some pretty significant buffs, but it costs some health, I think. So I don't use it very often. Locations in Moria: a flooded forge. The Belagos who settled here in the lower deeps built themselves a forge fit for their legendary dwarf craft. Using the natural flooding environment, the drain pumps were used for defense against the creatures who lurk in these wild caverns. With the flood drained, the forge can be relit. So that's a cool fact that I never noticed before in previous playthroughs. The water system, the pumps were actually put in here as like a defense mechanism, which is super cool. The Library of Kibble Nala, we came across this. We sang a pretty little song to it, and we got our Shanor hammer recipe. This ancient library was once a sacred place of knowledge and sharing in the skills of Durin's folk, located along the Pilgrim Road at the head of the sacred stream. Dwarves would journey into the lower deeps to visit and pay their respects to the craftsmen who pursued, advanced, and shared their skills. It was said you must carve knowledge into the library, then you may take the knowledge you seek. This learning of long ago has been lost to time since Durin's folk fled Moria in the Third Age. In the centuries since, knowledge of the library had become a tale of legend and myth. So we found a mythical, legendary library. The Kibble Nala is the river, by the way, that's flowing through Moria that we come across every so often. The Kibble Nala, called the Silverlode by men and the Celebrant by the elves, flows east under Moria, fills the Mirror, and passes Lorien on the way to the Great River. The headwaters of this river hold a spiritual significance for dwarves. It is the destination of a long tradition of dwarven pilgrims who seek the source of Durin's inspiration and, in trade, leave knowledge for all who journey here. So they're referencing the library again, and they're referencing Durin's inspiration because he looked into the Mirror during his travels, saw a vision of a crown of stars above his head, and that is what inspired him to establish Moria in the first place, or more specifically, Khazad-dûm. So that would be the river we are referencing. Okay, so let's take a look at our updated goals. So continue along the Pilgrim Road is our ongoing objective in the lower deeps. The Pilgrim Road leads to the eastern stairs and then to the Dworodelf. Get excited. I'm so excited. The drain pumps really did work, and it revealed another of the great forges along the Pilgrim Road. Now to continue east to the stairs. Welcome back, Hurst. Welcome back. Durin's Return. Oh, is this the monument that we sang to? Patient and brand from the doors of Durin. That doesn't really tell us anything. That's more poetic stuff, not specifically, hey, here's the statue, here's what it is, and here's what it does. It's more just like, oh, this is an ode to good old Durin. Okay, what were we looking at that I needed silver for? The great sword. Okay, so we need another. I'm gonna make the great sword just in cases. I'm just gonna have it in my pockets, because I'm pretty sure at this point it says we've got to continue to travel east. Yeah, to the stairs. We have one stop to make along the way, though, before we get to the stairs, because I don't have what I need. Should we go the stairs first? And then go get what we need? Maybe. Let me drink my decaf and think about it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Silver ingot, please. Yes. Okay, let's make the greatsword. Right quick. Beautiful. Let's take a look at it. So a two-handed, larger, heavy two-handed weapon. Powerful in the hands of the dwarf, so it says. Let's put a rune on it. It looks so heavy. Let's put a rune on it. So, I mean, I want to stick with Orcbane. I really do, because I'm going to use this bad boy against orcs. But we could also use the Frostblade. We could also use Flame First Age. Great. So, sorry, the Flame Rune to do fire damage in addition to regular damage. I'm doing the Orcbane. I'm a one-trick pony. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, I'm debating. Hold on. I'm gonna grab some Lembus. We've also got our honey cakes, which is great. Oh, let's make a brew skin, you guys. I completely forgot. Let's go up here. I said I was gonna show you the brew skin. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, hit the stairs because that's what someone not in the know would do. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so up here on our workbench, we can make a brew skin, except I can't because I don't have enough leather. But it's essentially a... Oh my gosh, I had the word 5 seconds ago. And it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyways. You can make a brew skin. What is the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna make some leather real quick while I try to think about this. And now I'm thinking of what it's called and I don't trust myself that it's right. Flask. It's a flask. It's a leather flask. Alright, so now we have a brew skin. Let's head back downstairs. Oh my gosh, you guys, my brain is not an option tonight. Alright, I'm gonna make some food. And then if you come over to your brew tank with a brew skin, it adds the option of filling the brew skin. So I'm gonna do that. Now the brew skin is full, so this is a full serving of the Karok ale. So if I am... Oh, and I need to grab Abix too. So if I am trying to restore the buff, which I'm gonna drink some before we leave. If I'm trying to restore the buff that the ale gives me, I have it in my pocket. And I can just drink out of the flask. Which is a word. Which is a word that was in my head. I'm gonna put the Quarry Master up here. Because I want to grab the Abix I know are gonna help me. Which is Reflex, Boost, and Power, maybe? Power. Warding is also a good one to have. I still only have one warding Abec. That makes me sad. Okay, but these need to be down here so I can grab them quickly. So let's move this over. I didn't... No, it wasn't the warding Abec. It was this. Okay, that was like the combo that helped us last time.
Mori is ours.
Alright, so full belly. No brew? I'm out? Okay, well, I'll save it then. I'll save it then. So, let's see. Is the furthest I can go is going to be the Belagost Forge. Okay, so we're going to continue down the Pilgrim Road like the game is telling us to do, and I'm going to follow Cursed Advice. And we are going to continue forward to set ourselves up for understanding what needs to happen. So, this is the Belagost Forge. We came from up there, where that orange light is coming from, that cavern, that passage. We came through there.
Monsters in the air!
And there's a very creepy moth flying out of this doorway. So this is a brand new entrance. We have not gone through here yet, so welcome to a new area. There are orcs over here for sure. There's a Musnakan. Who is this? It is Garin, which we've already gotten him and unlocked his Musnakan, so I am not going to pick him up. So that's gonna be Garn as well. Okay.
I hear something.
Oh, hello! Okay, so for funsies, let's switch to the great sword. So now I cannot carry a torch.
Knock this one dead.
But let's see. Let me take a look here. So 48 damage from the great sword, 23 damage from the regular sword. So that's the difference. We just did it for science. 23 damage versus 48. Oh, and he's got a little combo with this, so that's fun. Do you see how he's doing an overhead swipe? That's the end of a combo movement for him. Come on, dude. Okay, so yeah, that does a lot more damage. Alright, but it's two-handed, so like I'm in the dark because I can't carry my torch. What's that? What that nonsense? There is a pillar there, and I absolutely did not bring the stuff I need to bring. Okay, we're gonna leave that for now. And now the Quarry Master, also two-handed, because look, I don't have a light source, and because this is a masterwork, I would not be able to carry the Zarok torch. So if you're thinking, oh well, if you had the torch in your pack, you'd be fine. Well, I wouldn't, because the Quarry Master. So you can't even see. You really can't even see the damage that it's doing to mining. So we'll have to use it in another scenario for you guys to get the full effect. But yeah, so that's why I kind of don't love the two-handed items, because they make me feel very limited in what I'm able to do. Yes, exactly. If you're playing with a party, everyone can carry a respective masterwork, and you guys can get the benefit of all of them. Okay, so we're gonna keep heading east, as the game is telling us. I'm gonna try to book it through this shadow. I'm not gonna make it, I don't think, without getting cursed. Oh, very nice. Okay, so what you guys can't see is that there is a, because it's so dark, there's a giant Durance monument here. So we have come across two of these at this point. One of them cleared some shadow for us, and the other one looked real pretty. So that's that. But because I tried to be prepared, but essentially fail, I don't have enough stone to rebuild this. So let's run around this immediate area and see if we can't just gather ourselves some stone. So what's fun about chambers like this, and you're going to see them very often, is that there is ore, which you cannot see. There you go. There is ore inside some of these wall structures. So just know that in your heart. You'll see it better when it's not pitch black. And you know what you're looking for. And then again, fun times, I can only carry one masterwork, and this happens to be a two-handed weapon. But like, see how quickly I'm just pummeling through all of this rock right now? Like, the Quarry Master is not a joke. It's a very powerful pick. And the thing that I have to test is going to be whether it will break adamant and gold for us at this point in the game. So I actually just need to backtrack a little bit, find us a little gold deposit, and test that theory. I think it is going to do that for us. But I came here because I just need stone, right? To go ahead and rebuild the Durance monument. So that was plenty of stone, I think, with our efficient Quarry Master. And I can rebuild him now. And you guys know the drill. You have to sing to these bad boys. But I'm pretty sure there are orcs somewhere just around the corner. So I'm gonna start singing, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get attacked. So I'm gonna... Oh, I grabbed my sword and it got mad. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna get attacked, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt really bad. I'm also gonna sing for like 45 minutes, so I'm definitely gonna get attacked. With golden roof and silver floor and runes. My sound meter isn't showing. It should be. But good call. Good call out. Let's hope so. If the choir didn't have to kick in every time, I feel like I'd feel a lot safer. It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Undimmed by cloud or shade of night, there shone forever fair and bright.
Okay, cool. Curse called it.
Till Durin wakes from sleep.
What does this monument do, I wonder? The other one didn't do anything useful. Oh, but here's a door opening for us. Fancy schmancy. Did it take care of the shadow? No, the shadow is still pumping out of that. That's okay. I'll settle for the door.
The tombs of Durin, their final resting place. What an honor to see this. Takfa Durin Kudrir.
Very cool, you guys. So this is the secret tomb of kings, as was clearly announced. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. This is the final resting place for all of the Durins, I believe Durin the 1st through the 6th, that we have met so far. So we are going to run around and take a look at it, but I want to read the information out of the appendices first, just to give us some, to give us some backstory about the Tomb of Kings. The Tomb of Kings, found along the pilgrim road of the lower deeps, houses the tombs of the great kings of Khazad-dûm. The 6 Durins rest in a place of honor within the sacred place. Before Khazad-dûm was abandoned, dwarves would make the pilgrimage to the Tomb of Kings before Durin's Day to pay their respects. Very cool. Alright. So, beautiful, beautiful place. And all of these chambers lead to a tomb, or a sarcophagus, or a coffin, or whatever you want to call it, where the Durins have been laid to rest. So the assumption is this is legitimately where their remains are kept. So you've got a bunch of passages that just lead off and end in their tombs. And the reason I'm going down all of them is because we actually need to look for something while we're in this specific area. So let me run around. It's also just very pretty. And it is taking all of my self-control not to light the braziers that I come across. Okay, so new Muznakan carvings here. Durin's Muznakan carvings. No shock, because this is where all the Durins are laid to rest. And here you see at the back of Durin the First's tomb, we have a Muznakan chest. So there is just a very specific little isolated Muznakan chest here. And I believe you only need to find like 3 or 5. And we can double check. But the carvings you're looking for, they're real sneaky in here sometimes. Sometimes they're up on top of a thing. Sometimes they're underneath something. So like there might be one sitting on top of one of these statues' platforms. So you kind of got to keep your eyes peeled. But a lot of times they're down these little passageways. Kind of on the floor. Oh, see? See? Telling you people. Telling you people. I'm an expert. Nightbot, settle down. Nightbot, settle down. Okay, there's one here. So what is this, 3? This is 3. Is it 3 or 5, Curse? Do you remember? Oh, and this is where I came in through. So, let's go just look. Oh, there's a 4th one here. So I'll grab him. Keep our eyes peeled for any more. And any weird places. I kind of feel like it's 5, but we can just find out by looking at it, yeah? Oh, it's 3. It's 3. Yeah! Alright, Durin's Guard Shield, so another lovely special shield. And a couple of build lore items. Oh, boo! Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, so we will go in. Let's pay our respects as we should, as dwarves traveling down the Pilgrim Road. Let's go ahead in here. This is Durin the First's tomb. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at all this etching. All this Kuzdul etched into the wall. Very ornate, very cool. This this trim right here, that looks really familiar. But here's Durin the First grave, so we're gonna take a look at it. The Tomb of Durin the Deathless. The Tomb of Durin I'm sorry, the tomb of Durin I stands proud, but time has left its mark. These are carved, sorry guys, there are carved the words, the Well of Shadow, and the Will of Malice deep under the mountain. By engraved emblems of Durin, it is also written, duty of Durin's folk as bestowed by the smith Aule. So this is referencing a Well of Shadow. This is also referencing Malice deep under the mountain, which I'm going to assume is Balrog. I could be wrong. And then duty of Durin's folk as bestowed by the smith Aule. So we will come to a place where this will all make a little bit more sense. And that's what we're gonna do there. So that just fleshes out our information a little bit more. So yeah, so that's the first little tidbit of information about a Well of Shadows and the duty of Durin's folk as far as that goes. Now, this is the exit out of this room.
There's a stone missing here. The Khazad stone? Stone of the dwarves. Maybe we'll find it somewhere still in the mountain.
Still in the mountain. Okay, so clearly a display piece for the Khazad stone that he is referencing. The Khazad stone is completely fictional for this game. It is not a true dwarven relic within Tolkien's universe. It was made up for the game, and I'm very, very sure, as most of you will also be, that it is founded on the Arkenstone of the Lonely Mountain. Alright. Oh, it's blocked? Seed? Different seeds are so different. They're just so different. Alright, what's through here? Next area. Continuing to head east, following the Pilgrim Road. The Black Abyss. Look, it's our friend Arik! Hey, buddy!
You are safe. No curses?
None this deep, but the shadow vents freely all the same. Did you know us dwarves are meant to subdue it?
Old tales from beak to beak. All true. All true.
So, the eastern stairs are broken. There's no way back up?
Evil luck. Learn to fix them in Old Pilgrim Library. Follow trail to River Start.
An old library? I'll find it.
He's so cute. His cute little bird face. My mom really liked birds. We had a lot of parakeets while I was growing up, so Arik is reminding me of our parakeets. Okay, hold on. First of all, I need more light. I just need more light in my life. Okay. So, he said the eastern stairs are broken. Look at this. The eastern stairs. Now, this is the crystal descent of the lower deeps, the eastern stairs. So this is what we have to rebuild to progress in the game. And look, we need 100 granite, and we need 20 black diamonds. So many. So in order to progress past this point, Axebeard will probably tell me something different later, but you cannot cheat your way, finagle your way, build your way, trick your way up here and across to get where we need to go. So your option is, and the game wants you, and all the things are pointing to rebuilding the stairs. So we need 100 granite, which we do have, but we need 20 black diamonds, which we absolutely do not have. So do you guys remember what we had to do in the Mines of Moria in order to get enough black diamonds to rebuild the mine hoist? What we had to do, oh my gosh, excuse me, was go hang out in a very dangerous area and take on some dangerous foes in order to collect the bounty of black diamonds that are actually required. So we are going to go and clear out the orc stronghold of the lower deeps. That is the only way you're going to get that many black diamonds to progress further. So a couple of other things we're going to do really quickly. I am going to go to the drain pumps and break down the map stone there, because that's 3 black diamonds that I don't need as a map stone. I don't need to go back to the drain pumps for anything. At least not at this point in the campaign. If you really, really wanted to, you could leave it there if you were going to go back and build. But I think in a campaign, when you're kind of scraping together as many black diamonds as you can, might as well. Might as well go and collect as many as you can from any sources. Oh, now we have orcs? Oh, and oats. I'll take them. Okay, or we did. There are a couple of dudes in here, and they are like the newer, tougher orcs that we're going to be dealing with a little bit later on. Oh, here we go. Here's some in here. But they're not going to trick me into fighting in the middle of poison mushrooms. No, they're not. Oh, and I didn't destroy the outpost. Okay, so for science, I totally did this on purpose. I didn't destroy the outpost. I didn't tear down the flag post, get the orcish key, and open the orcish chest. And these guys respawned here. So I knew that that was the truth, but I remember talking about it before. I'm like, I'm pretty sure the orcs will come back to the area if you don't destroy the outpost itself. And I was right. Point of the story is, I was right. Alright, so pick up that, and so let's go for it. I'm gonna take some damage, but it's okay because I have the HP for it. And we're gonna head back to base really quickly. There's 2 black diamonds in here. Very exciting. Very exciting. Okay, so now that I destroyed that flag, they are not gonna respawn. Excuse me, back here. Oh, there's some more up here. Bring it on, guys. I've got the good armor. I've got a big broadsword. I just killed a honey barrel, but that's okay. Life will go on. Alright. He annoys me, but you know this? I don't get it. I mean, his voice is grating, but it's supposed to be. Literally, he doesn't do anything bad. He's legitimately not a bad character in any way, but he does have a grating voice, so I'm gonna assume it's the voice. Fight time almost. Could you drop a mapstone at the stairs? Possibly. You ran past them, yeah. I didn't want to fight in the middle of the poison mushrooms. It's all his voice. Okay, I'm like, he's really just very chill and helpful. Nothing bad about that bird at all, but yeah, his voice is a little rough. Okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna make an executive decision. Put the quarry master away. Because I would rather have the light source right now for what I'm trying to do. Is there a siege happening? Why is it playing battle music? Are they just outside? Maybe there's bats upstairs. Oh. Okay, whoever. I don't know. Whatever's going on. Whatever's going on. Alright, my brain. My brain. Oh, dump chest. I did organize my inventory and all that good stuff. Okay, so. I don't need leather. I don't need any of this stuff. I will keep the stone. And the metal. Wait, a ranger page? Oh, we found this one. Okay. No problem. We found it. Durin's Musnakan, I just have an extra. Garin, I have an extra. Fury, I don't want. Cleansing, I don't want. We have 2 black diamonds. Is this all the black diamonds that I have? Whoop. No, nope, nope. So 2, so we have 4. We have 4 black diamonds total right now. I'm gonna go to the drain pumps and take that mapstone down. And to answer your question, after I just read it, I could maybe have, I don't know how many, I think I just had 2 black diamonds on me when I was at the stairs. But possibly, and you know what, let's fix my armor. And let's go ahead, since we're just standing here. Build our hearth, build our smithy, and I don't want to, no, because I need the 20 black diamonds. I'm saving my black diamonds, so I don't want to build a mapstone anywhere else. Because I need those black diamonds. Okay, so let's go to the drain pumps, so that would be mapstone 1. the silence, the long dark of Moria. Yes, okay, perfect. So I'm going to destroy this. It's gonna give me 3 more black diamonds. So now we have a total of 7. And then I can just run my little way across my platforms that I built. And head on over to the map stone that is default at the stairs down here. Kind of put in by default by the game. Whoa. And then, do I still have my Bruce skin? Yeah. I'm debating whether to take a swing at the Orc Stronghold right now.
Prey ahead.
Or whether I need anything else. This torch is amazing, by the way. I just did all of that and I didn't even think about it, how easily I could see everything. Because of the torch. Okay, so I have the sword, I have the abac, I have rations. I have the smithy, I have the stone, I have... Yeah. I kind of have everything, and then I just specifically wanted to come here and grab the map stone. The torch is great, Cursed. The torch is great. And then I'm gonna break this one down. Actually, do I want to break this one down? Hold on, let me think. How far away? This is the other side of the map. So Orctown is all the way over on the Crystal Descent side. Okay, we're gonna leave this one here. Yeah, we'll leave this one here. Do I make any sense? No. No, I don't. But it's okay. It's okay. Because, yeah, I don't have any more... Okay, alright. Let's go. Let's go get the Orc Stronghold. We'll take a whack at it. See how it goes. I do have the Great Sword. I'm hoping that's gonna help. I'm gonna get Shadow Cursed, which is not gonna help. No? Okay, very cool. I think it's up here. And I'm going to remember Axe's advice and look for that quotes back door. Oh wait, up here? So we can sneak in and I don't have to use a bunch of energy and bang up my sword to get the gate open. Alright, so let's inch our way up. I'm gonna go through here. And then before I go in, I am going to try and be smart and use the little brain. Blaze shrooms. And maybe put the smithy out here. But this initial area... Okay, I have 3, 6... Okay, I'm just gonna take these abacs real quick. I might not even need them, but let's just do this. Ooh! Yay, the gap is still here. Alright, let's take these guys out. Heyo! Heyo! I'm here! Oh, it's a little slow. That's something else I don't love about the big swords. They're a little bit slow, but 96? That final combo overhead slash does 96 damage. I mean, this is no question. I really need to get over myself and my little preferences because the reality is... The sword is so much more effective. Yes, it might be slow. Alright, let me try a charged attack. Ooh, that was a one-hit kill. I just don't have the time to charge it up without them taking me out. No! Urgh. Hey, there's a lot of you. Alright, is that it? Okay, very cool. That felt very efficient. That felt very efficient. Alright, an orcish key for here. Black diamonds, bring them on. Bring them on. So I have 11 total. We need 20. could be worse. Okay, I'm gonna take the time because you guys know what's coming. We've done this already. We've done this before. I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna fix my armor really quickly. My Abic effects have all run out already. So here's what I'm gonna do also, because I brought it, so I might as well. Let's grab the brew skin. You have to equip it to use it. Always gonna take one drink at a time. There's no holding it down and singing a song. That's okay. Almost full. 4 swigs. Okay, so now we have... That's really funny. I tried to drink from it again and he's like, nothing left. Very cute. Okay, so we're gonna just hold on to that. I have the fearsome buff again and I believe that's gonna increase my stamina. Yeah, my stamina bar is a lot bigger. And that's gonna help me in all kinds of ways. Not just running through here very quickly. There was some tin up on the wall. Ah! Now there's usually 2 passages, and we've seen this before in the mines. There will be a lesser outpost, and then there will be the boss arena, if you will, where the boss is. So is this my outpost? Oh, their eyes are so creepy. Man, I'm taking these guys out with the sword. I like this. I like it. I like it. I think he just dropped a black diamond for us. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, and some rubies? Yeah, sure. Sure, sure. Oh, hello. Hello? Easy breezy, beautiful. Okay. Alright. Oh. I hear them. I don't see them. Alright. Are there more guys coming? Faking me out. Okay. Look at all these rubies we're getting. That's exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I took a few hits. Let's fix my armor again. Oh, bats. Fun. Grab my goods here. Hey, come here. Come here and be killed. There he goes.
Monsters in the air!
There he goes. Okay, so let's head to the boss arena, and I'm debating. Do I go through here? Oh, hello, bat. There he goes. Oh my gosh. They are really just unhealthy down here in the deeps. I'm trying to think of where I should put my smithy. That was the advice given to me, so that if I have to run out of the arena, I can stop and fix myself real quick. And I guess we'll try a flyby repair. But let's get my Abix in play here. And let's head into the boss fight. Here we go. Hey, dude. And you actually, can I hit him yet? Yes, I can. I'm doing the charge attack, that's why there's such a delay on it. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Wait, what? It's the Abix, you guys. It's this combination of Abix. It has to be. Come here and fight me. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. It's great fun to use one of the dev items and get up close to them. Their design is creepy. Yeah, they're really something. Oh, and my pockets are full. Lovely. Which means I can't pick up anything else like the black diamonds we came here for. So what can I lose? I can lose arrows. I don't use them. I can lose damaged Abix. I can lose bones. Alright, what is this? This is a Shanor ingot. A coin. Okay, I just need to get these diamonds at the very least. We can always come back and grab everything else if we need to. Alright, guys, we have 25 black diamonds in our pockets. So, we win. I'm gonna grab the sunstone, because sunstone is early and a bit precious right now. And then some other things I can grab because they already specific to their item are in my pocket. So they're just stacking, which is nice. So I can leave some coins. That won't break my heart. I can leave these other things. That won't break my heart either. Okay. So, and then what was this called? This is called the Orc Warren. So in the mines it was Orc Town. Here in the lower deeps, it's the Orc Warren. So that is what we just cleared out. So if we want to reference in the super dangerous area, our checklist. We've checked all of this good stuff off the list. We built and restocked our base camp. We repaired all the statues to unlock all the recipes. We found the Musnakan chest, unlocked it, got the goods in the chest. We found and unlocked the ranger camp in the lower deeps. We have collected the materials for the new recipes, hence they are made, and I'm wearing all of the upgrades. We restored the forge, and now we have cleared the orc stronghold. So checklist complete for the lower deeps as far as what really has to be done to move forward in the game. And wow, how much I didn't need this. And I don't honestly remember. I think I was on solo mode. Oh no, give me the rest of my stuff. I think I was on solo mode when we went for Balgak in the mines. So there's a part of me that's wondering if, for some reason, this is a lower difficulty. Because he died so easy. He died real easy. Okay, I'm gonna drop my torch. Because why do I have the torch when I have... And coal, I can deal with leaving some coal behind. Why do I have a torch in my pockets while I have a Zarok torch? Alright. So we needed 20 black diamonds and 100 granite. Mission complete. We also needed, and I didn't point it out when we were looking at the requirements, but we also needed the Shanor hammer, which we made, and I also did not talk about at all because I'm the worst streamer slash game playthrougher there ever was, that Arik was telling us about the Pilgrim Library when we were talking to him outside of the stairs. And he was saying, hey, if you want to rebuild these stairs, you're going to have to go to the Pilgrim Library to get what you need to do so. So it doesn't tell you, the game doesn't tell you it's a recipe, but it does tell you that you need to get to the Pilgrim Library to figure out how to rebuild the stairs. So that is one of the weird things, and we've kind of talked about it, that the progression, I feel like you're naturally, because you're exploring the deeps, I feel like you're naturally going to come across the library before you come across the prompt to find it. So it's a little bit backwards. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that you did find it, you got your hammer recipe and made your hammer. And we can now go and repair the eastern stairs, and we can move forward in the game if I can find my way back to my base camp without getting lost. And if all goes well, we should be able to... How much time do we have? We have about half an hour left. We should be able to get to one of my favorite locations in the game and essentially set ourselves up for success there. We probably won't have time to get there and also build our base camp, but like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how quickly we get there. A couple of things are going to be in our way. Alright, here we go. Back home. Checklist complete. Good job, everybody. We did it. We did it. I am also shadow cursed. It's fine. Alright, I'm already repaired. I'm gonna make some food. I'm gonna drop all of this stuff. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. The first age pickaxe I'm gonna hang on to because obviously I'm not gonna carry the Quarry Master. Silver ingot. And then I will organize my inventory a little bit later. Off stream. Because it does take a minute. It does take a while. And I feel like that's not necessarily that fun to watch. Somebody just organize their inventory. For like 15 minutes. So I'm just going to get my drop chest going here. I'm going to put everything in here. I'm going to kind of reset myself a little bit. We didn't have to eat a single lembas. I can't believe it. That should have been a lot harder. That should have been a lot harder. We're gonna take a quick nappity nap just to restore all of myself. We'll eat the food downstairs, and then we'll get ourselves ready to carry on. LA blooms. I only grab stuff when I'm up here, so I'm gonna, you know, do that while I'm looking at it. Okay, our oats. Very fun. Very fun noise. The assumption is that that is the Watcher in the water making that noise. It does happen before you defeat the monster. I'm a little curious as to why it happens after. The implication, if you want to assess one, is that the Watcher is still alive, and we just beat her up good enough that she left us alone. I also don't know that the Watcher is considered a she, but for some reason I keep thinking that it is. Okay. Food. Brain. Brain. And you know what? Executive decision. I'm not going to brew anything else because it'll just waste resources. I'm going to have to move all of this stuff to our new base camp sooner than later. So, what did we need? We needed 100 granite, which is upstairs. There's 94 right there. There's an extra... Wait. 100, exactly. I'll grab a little extra, because I don't trust the numbers. I don't trust the numbers. We know this. Okay, granite. Let me use my brain. Everything I'm gonna need on the road. And then if we make our way... Hold on, she's thinking. Hold on. I'm gonna grab all the granite, actually. Because if we make it to where I would like to make it to, we're gonna need to be able to make some things, build some things. Maybe. Not silver. Put the silver back. I don't need silver yet. And I have the extra 5 black diamonds in my pockets. Okay, and then I'm gonna want to be able to build the basics. I'm gonna need a bedroll. I'm gonna need a hearth. I'm gonna need... Yeah, a smithy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need a meal table. And is that it for, like, essentials? I'm gonna need a chest or 2. I'm going for the elven chests, but I just ran out of elven wood. Classic. They hold a little bit more. Okay, so I built everything at once, and then I broke it down, and then I'm gonna grab all these materials. If you do what I did when I first tried to work the system, was I would build one thing at a time and then break it down, not realizing that the game was gonna pull from my pockets first the materials to build the next thing. So I never ended up with the materials I was actually going for because I kept basically using them and not realizing it. I'm gonna grab some more wood. Oh, there's a Zella back here. Hello. I'll leave it for now. Let's grab some stone. And you know what else? We should grab some true quartz for the, any shadow vents, if there's any lamps to be rebuilt. Alright. I'm thinking. It's really hard and a little bit painful. Let me think. So, we're gonna go to the stairs. We're gonna fix the stairs. We've got our granite. We've got our black diamonds. We're gonna go up the stairs. We're gonna discover some new areas. It's another in-between place. Hashtag spoilers, kind of like the Elven Quarter. So I may or may not want to set up shop there, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to set up shop or not. Because I typically would. Okay. Let's get up there. I've got rations. I've got weapons. I feel like my sword is missing. There it is. I've got picks, and I've got hammers. I've got... Okay. Let's just go. Let's just go. You'll make it for sure. I reckon we do. Yeah, I typically do. I thought of obviously where we were going, but there was a part of me that was taking it for granted that I would go past it. But we'll see. We'll get where we're going, and then we'll see how much time we have and make some decisions. Bye. Alright, so we want to head back to the stairs, which is what we're doing. Maybe the orcs that keep threatening me but aren't showing their pretty faces will show up in here. Oh, dang it. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, we're just carrying on. We're making our way back to the Tomb of the Kings. Obviously. Back to the Eastern Stairs. I keep saying it because I just need to feel like I am talking and not leaving a bunch of dead air in my live stream. When we did our first campaign, we did a mini base. Makes sense there. It does, because I'm trying to not make the same mistake and forget about any other steps, you know, that need to be taken. Because I can't say anything out loud, but the area you and I are discussing, there's an area just beyond that that's not the other area that you and I are discussing. There's a bit of a journey that happens, so we'll just take it as it comes and we'll see how far we get, and I'm okay with that. Alright, you guys. It is time to rebuild the stairs. Looky there. Looky there. Time to get some cardio in. Yeah, I always forget about the first place we're not talking about. Yeah, you gotta like get through. Gotta make your way through a bit. I hate traversing these stairs the first time. Hi Kathleen, welcome in. No worries. You missed everything, but that's okay. You can always be a deer and just watch it back. Yeah, this is a little... It's so funny because I'm so accustomed to it that I'm not even thinking about it. But yeah, coming up the Eastern Stairs for the first time is a little daunting. And Kirsten and I know... We both know to look out for some issues. So you're going to come across a lot of chasms. Here's our first issue, as mentioned. Flying enemies. Oh! And there it is. Oh, I didn't die! Amazing. Amazing. These are the issues. When you get attacked by flying enemies and they can knock you off, exactly what just happened to me will happen to you. So just know that they're coming. Kind of prepare yourself emotionally for it. Because I got lucky that they didn't knock me like off of here into the black abyss. They just knocked me down to a lower level, so it could have been a lot worse, but you will get attacked by the moths coming up these stairs, and it's literally the worst. It's literally the worst. The moths are such buttheads, they are terrible. Fortunately, they dumped me onto a soft landing, so yeah, get across your chasms, build your little quick platforms. What is that noise? Do you guys hear that? Alright, can I reach? Yeah, okay. Here we go. There's like a tone that just played that was weird. That was not my sword. Oh, here he comes. Right? They wait until you're on like a very corner of a precipice, I swear. They're like, they wait till you're right here and they come for you. It's so rude. Alright. Almost there. Up we go. Check out this chest. I can't pick any of this up? Of course I can't. So I'm not going to smash it because there's stuff in here. Be very careful. If you come, you're like, ooh, stairs! More stairs? Nope. It's a trick. It's a trick. Once you hit wood, keep looking for wood. Go up this way. I can't grab any of this either, can I? An abac I don't want. Fantastic. We'll come back later. So yeah, remind yourself when you're about to rebuild the stairs, bring a pocket full of wood. Because you will need it. That's gonna break. Oh my god! He waited until I was- No! Oh my god! Oh, you jerk! Come down here. There's more room to deal with your issues. Come on. Oh, he is hovering at that level. That is so annoying. Don't break the stairs, dude. Good grief. We have the middle pack, the middle size. Not the biggest one. We don't get that until we get where we're going, I'm pretty sure. Until we get where we're trying to go. At least I haven't unlocked anything, so. Oh! I almost got lost. I'm so glad I have the Zarok torch coming up here. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. Okay, another chasm. We have passed quite a few ore deposits on our way up here. So if you are either trying to complete your mining of the mines, or if you actually need materials, remember that there are some down here. Okay, so moment of truth. I'm going to restore my HP. I'm gonna grab my big sword. We're gonna go up these stairs. I don't know if you guys can see anything. But here we are at the top of the eastern stairs. Into the upper armories of the Third Deep.
An outpost of Balin's company. We can shelter here.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're not gonna. So, what's important about this area down here are a couple of statues. Now, this is an outpost of Balin's. And let me say really quickly, these statues in the upper armories is where you start needing granite instead of stone to rebuild the statues.
Breaks.
Wow, he's just on top of that. Okay. New enemy unlocked. From a distance, how dare he? You get down here and fight like a man. Get down here and fight like a man. Are you serious right now? What a jerk. What a jerk. Okay, so this is another outpost. Like the one we found in Westgate. Like the one we found. Where was the other one that we found? The Westgate? That might have been it. Because where we are... Oh no, in the mines. In the mines, in the mines. Anyways, this is where the game is telling you to come. We've literally traveled like 2 minutes. And it's like, hey, make another base right here. Here's an outpost of Balin. Oh my gosh! He's so creepy. Did you... Okay, bye. He's just patrolling the stairs. But when he catches sight of me, he like scurries on down. Oh. Do you mean it this time? Are you thinking... Oh, nope, bye. Okay. Okay, bye. They are the creepiest. They're the creepiest. He needs to make a decision. I'm trying to tell stories and you keep interrupting me. Okay, so anyways, what matters? He's gonna come back down. Because his pacing is gonna match my location. Anyways, this is the Ockford chest. Do you guys remember these? Where you are prompted to make a key to open it. And so that's what that is. And then of course all of the good things here that would normally be at a base camp that the game wants you to rebuild. I'm gonna fix this statue really quickly while I have the time. The Khazad Mall. Okay, so we're unlocking some new stuff. Here's the thing. This guy isn't gonna be able to run from me forever.
Eastern stairs. They are endless.
I feel like that's a bit of a joke because the endless stair is also a thing. The Khazad War Axe, part 1 of 3. Get out of here. Okay. Hey, what? Where did you come from? Get out of here. My pockets are full. Alright, there. Let's keep going. Oh, he's in there. He's in there. Okay. I shouldn't fight him with a ledge right here, but let's go for it.
I need a better weapon
Hey.
for this.
Hey guys, so this is a drake. This is an ice drake. He's kind of big. He's kind of scary. Oh, that tail whip is a problem because that's a real quick one. And I don't like... Ah! My armor is gone. He has completely destroyed my armor, so now it's just an HP fight. And he's gonna tail whip me, yep. I'm trying to dodge roll my way to safety. Ah! I don't know how I'm not dead yet. I have no armor. Ah! There it goes. There it goes. Dude, come on! So he hasn't said I need a better weapon for this, but I am a bit under-equipped to deal with a Drake right now. Because we are in a new area, we have progressed outside of the lower deeps, we are officially in a new spot. Come on! Oh, that's bad. That was a bad hit. So I'm just chipping away, because I'm really not equipped for this guy. There we go. Goodness. Whew. Chipping away. The trick is to believe in yourself. Alright. Let's rebuild a statue. This should not be my priority right now. The Khazad Mall? Yep. Alright, check it out, everybody. So downstairs was Balin's outpost. That's where it wants me to build a base camp. But there's an in-game ruined mapstone up here, and we have extra black diamonds from building the eastern stairs. So I'm gonna build this mapstone, and now we can travel here. We can fast travel. And this is the armories, as were referenced, as were mentioned. So we have weapons racks in here. They are empty, unfortunately. And we have a bunch of mannequins or armor stands in here as well. So the upper armories of the third deep is what this location is called. We are kind of climbing our way up a little bit. So we were in the lower deeps, possibly the lowest point in the mines. And now we're working our way back up, continuing to head east. But this is where this lands us here. So this is the question that I have to ask myself. We've unlocked the Khazad Mall, so I can get an upgraded weapon as soon as I have the materials to make it. But, I typically build a base camp here in the armories instead of downstairs. But I'm wondering if I should push through and keep going into the next area. Let me refresh my memory as to what that is. What time is it? We have 15 minutes. I gotta think about how far we actually have to go. Love them all. Cursed, I know you do. OMG, so cool! Frost drakes. Yeah. Ice drakes. Which are a direct reference from Tolkien's works. They were ice drakes. So basically, do we want to set up a base camp here? This is very much like the Elven Quarter. This is an in-between. Or do we want to push through? I'm trying to think of where I could... Like, we have the mapstone here, so at the very least we can travel here. This can be a travel point for us. Do I have... Can I fix my armor? I'm kind of in really bad shape. Let's just do this real quick. While I'm thinking. Because I typically do. That's why I'm asking the question of myself. Sometimes the smithy works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't have any metal fragments. Of course I don't. Okay, well. Well. Probably not the best idea. Well, there's some right here. Can't pick them up. Okay, hold on. Here's what... Thinking. She's thinking. It's hard and it's painful. Here's what we're gonna do. Because I could just take the mapstone right back to base real quick. Empty my pockets of some things, maybe grab something else. You know what I mean? We have options. We're sitting here just right next to a mapstone, so we can kind of do whatever needs to be done. I'm gonna empty my pockets of stone. I'm gonna try and pick up some metal fragments. They should be laying around. They should just be laying around like they usually are. Oh. There you go. There is only one, spoiler alert, there is only one Drake in this area. So we don't have to worry about another one coming along, so don't stress if you are. Take a deep breath, we're good. Okay. That should be plenty, alright. Decisions, decisions! There we go. I feel so much better. And you know what? I'm gonna leave the stone here? Maybe? How much can I carry? We'll take that and we'll leave that. Alright. I'm gonna progress to the next area. I'm gonna learn how to use my inventory. Let's go to the next area. Kathleen, are you paying attention? Curse is muted for a work call, that's okay. Because something very important is about to happen. We have now graduated from the upper armories to the eastern bastion. Kathleen, confirm. If you're not, it's totally fine. I want to make sure everyone's paying attention. If at all possible. Curse is on a call, and that's okay. Alright. Cool, hold on. Let me take this guy out real quick. Don't go anywhere, Kathleen. You stay right there. You stay right there. Okay. Important things are coming. Alright, so now we're in the Eastern Bastion. We're gonna keep moving up. Everyone pay close attention.
Oh, there's the bridge of Khazad-dûm. The way.
Oh my god.
Stay away. This is my home. Mine.
This bat!
A dragon in Moria. It cannot be. She's what's making the cursed runes.
Anything else, Aldrich? Any other information to add to that? Alright. So that's what I wanted you to catch, Kathleen, is the cutscene of the dragon. The big reveal that there is a dragon in Khazad-dûm and that she is the entity behind the cursed runes that are on all of the doors and why we cannot escape. She's trying to keep the dwarves out. But for us having accidentally gotten blown in, we're trapped inside while she's trying to keep everybody out. So, and then this right here, this gap, she broke it. It's dark and it's kind of hard to see. This is the bridge of Khazad-dûm. This is the bridge the Fellowship scurries across, right? When they're escaping from the Balrog, towards the end when they finally get out of the mine. So this is the bridge of Khazad-dûm. It leads to the Dimral Gate, which is what our cursed door is over here right now, is the entrance to the Dimral Gate. So that would be the eastern exit, I believe. It's the eastern side of the mountain. The western entrance is the Doors of Durin, which is where we came in from. Arik is here. Let's hear what Arik has to say about the situation.
Arik, there's a dragon here. A dragon!
Ill news. I did not see. I went outside.
Outside? Is Gimli okay? The rest of camp?
Flew to King Thorin. They fight orcs in Gundabad. Will send dwarf soldiers here. Small force.
No! They can't enter! The dragon will kill them trying to get inside! We cannot risk any more dwarven lives.
I will tell the king not to enter, but More news.
Yes?
King says, find Khazad stone. Stone. Seek Mazabul.
Aye. Chamber of Knowledge is not far from here. Thank you, Arik. Safe flying. I need a better weapon for this!
Oh, we have a new iteration of spiders. Their timing could not be worse. I am so glad I was able to upgrade my armor in the end. Oh. Alright, there they go. There they go. Alright. So that's the big deal, everybody. That's the big deal.
Oh, there's the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. The way out.
Okay, so like I said, this will lead us to the Dimmeril Gate. Here's our next objective for repair. We need 50 black diamonds, and we need 80 adamant, as well as the adamant hammer. So we need another hammer upgrade and some extremely large quantities of rare materials to repair the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Cursed, you missed the thing. I'm so sorry. I just wanted Kathleen to catch it. And I have a slight suspicion that Kathleen is actually a little bit behind in stream, unless she's just busy. But yeah, here's a fun thing. I don't know why we haven't come across one of these yet, but there are little items like this scattered around the mines. It is labeled a sign of the Fellowship. So you can look at these, and it will give you information about something. Locations, maybe? The Eastern Stairs. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Where do the signs of the Fellowship go? The Khazad Stone, the Orcs. Show me where it is. Press to read the entry. Oh, here we go. It's under Appendices, the Fellowship's Journey. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm is where the wizard Gandalf faced the Balrog. They both fell here, but Gandalf was victorious against Durin's Bane. For that, the dwarves of Durin's folk shall forever be grateful. So, we haven't come across... There was one that I never saw in the West Gate, and this one is here, and then there'll be a couple of others that we'll get to at some point in time. But yeah, so that's a thing. So the Bridge of Khazad-dûm leading to the Dimmeril Gate, we have to rebuild it. We need a whole bunch of stuff, so things are getting a little flipped. We're entering a new area. There's very much, like, phases to this in-between area. And then we have already gotten to, like, the end game accomplishment before we've explored, like, 4 other major areas. So the progression is getting thrown into a blender a little bit. And we are not going to be able to rebuild the Bridge of Khazad-dûm for some time, so don't get too excited. We're not going to be able to do that soon. But it's interesting that we find the way out at the front of a new area. Now, here's where things are going to get a little bit tedious, and I really don't have time, but we're going to get as far as we can get. Climb up these stairs. And I never think to use rope ladders, and I just killed some unexpected spiders, so I should totally do that. I should also eat something. I should also grab my stronger weapon. Hashtag no spoilers. Up, up, up the stairs we go, and into the tunnel. Just kidding, not the tunnel. But that's what the quote is. Bats, 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 bats. So this is really cool. We're busting into some developed areas. Proper structures here, a little less ruin, a little more intact. Up here as we continue to climb upwards. Out of the lower deeps. No, just... equip it. Don't pick it up, just equip it. We need to break through. Keep going. Let's see how far we can get here. Grab my stronger weapon again. Now these passages that are designed like this are fairly linear. There will be some hallways, if you will, paths that branch off a little bit, but as you can see, I am also following the map. So these will kind of take you in a straight line. We've got another statue here, so I'm going to rebuild this guy. So it is an in-between area, kind of like the Elven Quarter. I keep saying that. But remember, we had broken statues in the Elven Quarter as well, so you're still going to come across some things on your checklist, even though we're kind of in a passage more than a proper new area that you really want to spend your time in. And if you guys can feel the distance that we have gained from where they wanted us to set up shop in that outpost of Balin at the top of the eastern stairs, like, I'm fairly far away from that now. And so that was why it was a question of, like, should I set up base camp here, or should we push forward to a proper new area where setting up shop actually matters a little bit more. And to be fair, when we got to the Elven Quarter from Westgate, I did take the time to set up a little base camp. And as I've said previously several times, I do typically, when I play a campaign, I do typically stop and set up a small camp in the armories up there. Alright guys, here we go.
This was once the seat of Balin. Now a wreck and a tomb.
Now a wreck and a tomb. Alright, so this is... You can't do any damage to these stones, please? This is Balin's tomb. Here's another sign of the Fellowship. Things are really starting to get spicy now. The cave troll fight. This is where the Fellowship fought the cave troll. The destruction is unmissable. I am glad I can clear this place and put it to rights again. So this is your scene in the trilogy, in the films, where Boromir stands at this door. That's a scary noise. Turns around and says, "They have a cave troll." And this is where the Fellowship dodged the flail and all of the other things being thrown at them. This is Balin's tomb. Balin did come with a company of dwarves after the Lonely Mountain was resettled, and they did take control of the eastern halls, I believe. The eastern halls, and he did reign from Marzarbul, which is what Arik told us to find. So this was the seat of his reign. Very short, maybe 3 to 5 years before the Balrog wiped everybody out. So that is that reference, direct reference to the films, to the Fellowship, to the books. The Chamber of Marzarbul. This is...
I need a better weapon for this.
I know. I know. Ah! Ah!
Not this one dead.
Ah! Okay, alright, we're okay.
With Mordor gone, it ain't gonna get better in this pit.
We've got some more conversation happening. Let's head on over here to the side. I do want to explore the Chamber of Marzarbul. That is what Arik told me that King Thorin instructed me to do. He said, look for the chamber. So we found Balin's tomb. We have found the Chamber of Marzarbul. I think it's this whole area. I don't think it's necessarily just this room. But this room does seem to be significant because we've got a lot of scrolls and information in here. So this is just one side of the area. Let's go back up here. I think there's a statue down here, if I'm not mistaken. Dead end. That happens. Oh yeah, here we go. Dead end. That happens. Dead end over here on the side too, on the left. Alright, so we have unlocked the recipe for the maul and the war axe for this area, made of Khazad steel, which we've seen reference to already. Oh, hey, guys. Oh, I did a little charge attack on him. Knocked him out. Come on. Come on. Where's the other one? I knew I didn't kill you. Come here. Come here. Oh, I thought they were going to be a lot harder, I'm going to be honest. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm not like, you know, I'm playing on solo. I'm playing on normal mode, basically, for a single player. I'm really surprised how easily I've been able to progress at this point. Hot tip, the mall works great for the armored guys, too. Still on mute. That's good to know. Yeah. Yeah, and then... Is he gonna say anything? He's not gonna say anything? Okay, he's not gonna say anything. But technically, guys, this is another outpost of Balins that is in ruin. All of the pieces are here. We've got a map stone, we've got a forge, a furnace, we've got a hearth, and we have an Ockford chest. This is Balin's actual chest, so we'll take a look at that. We need to make Balin's key to open it. So we've already progressed that quickly to another chest. I don't think I have enough. Oh, I can rebuild it. Okay, great. We're gonna inch our way closer to the locations we're trying to be able to access. So now we have a map stone. So this is another great option for building a base camp. This is a little bit closer to our objective, which I will make that clear what that means. But you could easily just slap a door right in here. You're going to want to fortify it as much as possible, and then clean all of this up and kind of build your base camp, put down your bedroll, all of your stuff. This is just a isolated chamber that you can use for that. Now, there are some books scattered about, and I think this is the information that King Thorin III Stonehelm was asking me to get. Account of Durin the Sixth, the Last Days. Digging through what little records are left at the Chamber of Marzarbul, I found one account that helps with my search for the Khazad Stone. If Durin the Sixth kept it close, then he would have had it with him at the Great Forge during the fall. As the creature of shadow approaches, I cannot risk hurt to any of my house heirlooms. I return now for my final visit to the Tomb of Kings. I took the stone of our people from its place, and now keep it with me hidden. Once we dispatch this demon, I will replace it. So we have a note handwritten by Durin the Sixth saying, I took the Khazad Stone from its display area, its display pedestal in the Tomb of Kings, and I carry it with me, and I want it with me when we fight the Balrog. So we are looking for information on the Khazad Stone. This is a new crafting station that we have not, I don't think we've unlocked yet. I'm not about to do it, but that's what that is. And then there's another book over here. Let's see what this one has to say.
Axe will be needed against shadow. I must reforge it once I have all the pieces.
So this is a reference. It says new goal is to search the 21st hall. And then I have a list of places to look. So we are still looking for those axe fragments, Durin's axe fragments. And Aldrich is saying we're definitely going to need those to, like, beat the shadow, the situation that's happening here in the mine. So this is the Chamber of Marzarbul. And we found the information we were looking for about the Khazad Stone and other things. So mission accomplished. I'm trying to figure out which direction I need to keep going. Let me grab my sword. We also have a map stone right here, so I'll be able to run back here if I need to and travel back home really quickly. Okay, a Khazad War Matic, yet another weapon made of Khazad steel. Unlocking that recipe. All right. So we've got a battle going on over here. We've got some orcs fighting a troll. I'm gonna let the troll take them out. Looks like he just did. And I'm gonna show you guys something really, really cool. If I can get his attention.
Troll! Did he see us?
I am definitely not equipped to fight a troll in this area. Hey, buddy. But if I can coax him in a direction... I'm glad you missed. No, not here? Okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Please? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the ticket. Come on. Oh! Oh! What? What? I gotta pretend to be surprised. Pretend to be surprised. People! The trolls in this game will turn to stone when exposed to sunlight. Because that's so lore accurate, it almost hurts. And I cannot pick any of this up, and that's okay. So yeah, here he is, completely turned to stone. Now, the trick is you're very rarely in a situation, I'm so glad I was thinking about this point in the game. I wanted to show you guys this. But I was like, I have to get there during the day, because if it was the dark, if it was night, this wouldn't have worked. It's very rare to get direct sunlight like this in the game, so that's why it's been I've been unable to display this.
I thought all the dwarves had fled, warrior.
Okay, I don't really want to fight any orcs if I don't have to, but yeah, here he is, turned to stone. I'm gonna leave him here for now.
Warrior is ours now.
And I really want to. Oh, they saw me. Okay.
I need a better weapon for this.
I know, Aldrich. I know. Just hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there.
That's one more for me.
There we go. Okay. All right. My pockets are full. I'm not even gonna bother. All right. This is where I've been trying to get all stream. This is the fantasy. It's after 2 hours. But let's dig our way through here. This is where I've been wanting to go. I've been so secretive about, can I get there? Can we make it?
Oh, the great city of Dwaradelf. Khazad Dashtin. Time to restore it to splendor.
All right, people. It's the city of the Dwaradelf. Look at this. It is stunning. I am also glad to get to this point with the sun kind of launching in through the upper kind of, I don't want to call them windows, but you know what I mean. Great to be able to see this illuminated. So look at this, just level after level after level of city. So exciting. We are wildly under-equipped for this area. These orcs are so much stronger than me. Now, we've been doing a really good job against them so far, and I am in decent shape. So what I want to try to do, this is the area, this is the new area I wanted to get to. However, there's somewhere very, very specific within here I want to get to, and I would love to be able to sneak my way around and do that. Oh, a fallen dwarf? Absolutely. Well, I can't pick up the hero token. That's okay. He should be honored regardless. Okay, you guys can see there's orcs walking around, patrols, just hanging out. I want to try to get past them. Be real sneaky. Oh, shoot! He was down there on the stairs. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's get up here. Let's get up here. It's okay. They're still below me. I don't know if they're fighting each other. I don't know what the fight noises are coming from.
Nowhere to run now.
Yeah. And like there's an outpost and there's an outpost. I mean, these guys are all over the place. Oh my gosh. And check out this puppy. This is a warg. These are the wargs in this game, true and proper. They are a little weird looking, I'm not gonna lie. The green and purple was a choice. But we've graduated from wolves to actual wargs. Here, hanging out with the orcs in this area. Okay, there's an outpost right up here. So here's what I want to do. I want to sneak my little way around.
Oh, I can just picture the Durin's Day festivities filling these halls. We'll celebrate Durin's Day here again soon, with Durin himself.
Cool. If you could stop shouting about it, that would be great. We're kind of trying to sneak our way through. Okay, alright. I'm sorry because you guys are not getting really any sense of location or direction or anything like that. But this is how I can typically sneak my way into the specific spot I want to get into. So let me do this. Yelling, okay. I've definitely waited in the chamber for it to become daytime so I could turn him into stone instead of fighting. Absolutely. Is this the main area that you live in with your completed dwarf? Yes. Personally, yes. This is what I consider the halfway point in the game, is the city of the Dwaradelf. And so this is where myself personally in my game, I have spent the most time building, and I have spent the most time basically investing in this area. So I want to establish us as much as possible. This is where I wanted to get to. And when I first get here, I mean, I don't have full pockets. I don't think I can build a map stone. I don't even know if I can build a hearth. I can. So good. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to put a hearth here. Granite is my strongest material available to me right now. It is woefully weak. Just like the stone was too weak to protect us in the mines, granite is kind of too weak to protect us here in the Dwaro Delph. But until I get a stronger material, it is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna double up, and I'm not trying to be cute. Like, this is, I am not trying to build, I'm trying to establish a safe space so that we can come in here and handle our business. Now, by any miracle, oh my gosh, I can build a map stone! Huzzah! Huzzah, huzzah. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. Now we have a map stone. So this, you guys, is gonna be our new base camp. And I'm just starting with the smallest possible placement. Like, putting these walls right here. This will expand probably a little bit. For the playthrough, I don't know how much I'm gonna add to it. I don't know how far I'm actually going to expand. But, essentially right now, all I want are some safety walls. That's all I'm worried about. So, let's clean up a little bit. Let's clean up just a little bit. Get this ish out of here. So gross. And if you guys noticed when I snuck in at the top of these stairs, there was a bridge, but it was demolished. So I'm fairly certain they cannot get through this way and down the stairs like I did. But you know what? Just to be super safe, I am going to put some walls right here as well at this entrance. So we are pretty much shut in. This is an enclosed space over here. This is just a room. It's beautiful, but it's just a room. So we are enclosed. And I'm sorry, the orcs are very loud. They are kind of fighting each other, or they're fighting the wargs, or maybe there's some spiders out there. So they're making these very annoying sounds. And when I get out there and destroy that outpost, when I feel a little bit stronger and better equipped, maybe we can get rid of the noise. But yeah, here's a fun fact about this game. It is something that players nationwide are begging the developers to help us out with. And it is the fact that a lot of dirt piles cannot be destroyed. A lot of debris cannot be removed in the game as of right now. These are just default to the game. So, lame sauce, I cannot get rid of this dirt pile right here in the middle of my favorite location. Nor can I get rid of this one. If Ara was here, she would insist. I just picked something up. I don't know what it was. She would insist that I tell you that sometimes when you put down a hearth, the dirt piles will disappear. And sometimes that is true. Right now it is not. I have a hearth right here and these piles are fully intact, but Ara always insists that you have a good chance of clearing those. Something about the placing of the hearth affects the dirt pile dynamic in the game. So, just representing Ara here, since she's not here to
There's something out there.
defend herself. So yeah, I will say, to Kerr's point, we've been asking forever. Like I said, oh my gosh, where did they spawn in here? I think they spawned in here. Dang it. Dang it. I thought we were safe. I thought we were safe.
Knock this one dead.
Oh, the noises they make. I think they spawned in here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do for that. This is why I brought all the granite, by the way. If you guys remember, I was like, I'm gonna grab some granite. So I just need a safe space for a second. I just need a place of protection. The basic stuff, right? Okay, so let's do, I don't know what I was saying before those guys jumped me. I don't know. But, oh yeah, so players worldwide are begging, please give us a way to clean the dirt piles. We want to get rid of them. The only solution to it as of right now is to, oh my gosh, is to place floors that are elevated above the piles. So basically I could build a new granite floor here. And you see how it's building a foundation, a dark foundation stone underneath, I could build this floor all the way out to the stairs, and then I could also build stairs that kind of cut over the original stairs. So you can build over it is the solution that the developers originally had, but they're not taking into account, I don't think, of like all of these structures that exist in here already. So like, do I want to wrap this pedestal, this brazier, in granite floor, like the bottom of it? Do I want to lose some of the depth on this rune etching right here because I'm building a higher floor? Like, the structure itself is here, and these are not things that you can get rid of in the game. So if you cover it up with additional layers of build, like, what? But I don't want to do that. But I don't want to do that. So yes, that being said, they have kind of addressed it. They haven't made any promises. They haven't given a timeline. We're crossing our fingers that the Durin's Folk campaign expansion at the end of the year might have something for us, but they have acknowledged the outcry, and they have said that they're looking into it, basically. So we don't have any solutions. We don't have anything in the works right now. Nothing has been announced, but they are aware. They hear us. They acknowledge the outcry, and they're like, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. So that is what that is. Okay. You need a broom. Yes, we're actually, a lot of people have suggested a new tool, kind of like a hammer or a pickaxe, but it be a broom specifically. But yeah, it is Jeff. Yeah. Well, that sucks. They shouldn't spawn. It depends on how far my my grid goes. But I'm not going to experiment. I need to wrap up. I can experiment with that right now. Depends on how far this grid is casted from this hearth, as whether they can spawn in or not. Axe nowhere is safe, of course. Devs are working on it. It's complex, time-consuming, I bet. And that beautiful floor, yes, not to mention the extremely stylized, beautiful floor we don't want to cover up. So yeah, the outcry is to remove the dirt piles, but also this green kind of overgrowth or mossy texture. Like, we want to clean up like all this debris and all of this, like, see the green on there? Like all of that stuff, so yeah. I also want to tidy the smushed rug. I know, oh my gosh, the rugs are a problem. We'll get into it. Kathleen, you've joined the Discord. Welcome to the fun. It's a great community. Yeah, make it all nice and shiny for sure. And I did catch in the most recent Forge Talk, the most recent podcast, if that's what I can call it. John Paul just dropped, our beloved Tharkoon just said blatantly, there's going to be a red building set and a white marble building set in the Durin's Folk campaign expansion at the end of the year. He just said that. He dropped it, as he does. He was talking about how some of the traders were going to function in the trading post for the update, and just was mentioning materials and basically how you are going to establish yourself with the trading post as a character, and like some of the steps you'll have to take. And so he was saying you have to get these specific materials for these new build sets, and he just said a red one. I don't know if it's like red and gold or just red or like what that means or anything like that, but he said white marble, which I am so tired of hearing Kirsten Ara complain about not having white, which a lot of people do, to be honest, not having white walls to go with the in-game white buildings that already exist. So totally excited for you guys to finally get what you want so I can stop hearing you complain. But anyways, here we are, guys. We made it to the Drodelf. I am so excited. Let's look at the map real quick. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to see. But we made it. We blew past the upper armories of the Third Deep. The Eastern Stair led us there. We blew past the Chamber of Marzarbul, and we blew past the Eastern Bastion, which I don't even know what the Eastern Bastion is, to be honest with you, because it's literally like up the stairs from the armories, and then you're in the Chamber of Marzarbul. So it's weird. There's just I don't know what the landmarks actually are for each individual place, but we just like piled through. We were just like, screw it. We could build a small base camp in the armories, but we could just push through. So here we are. And I have a map stone here, which is excellent. And when we come back next stream, we will start our checklist. Sorry, this is a bad screen for that. We'll start our checklist right over, you guys. So we are going to build and stock our new base camp from the lower deeps. We're going to move everything over here, and I'm going to build it out a bit. And we are going to explore the area to repair broken statues and unlock recipes. We've already got 2 full weapon recipes, as well as part of a 3rd weapon, We haven't seen any armor recipes yet. We're going to find the ranger camp, unlock that for ourselves. We're going to restore the forge and clear the orc stronghold in the area. So we are in a brand new location, and we are starting the checklist right over. The progression is getting thrown around a little bit. We found the Bridge of Khazad-dûm at the front of this area, and that is like the thing you have to rebuild kind of next. But we have a whole lot of game between now and then, so get excited, more to come, but we made it. Congratulations, everybody. I'm gonna resist the urge to do anything with this base camp, move anything over. We're gonna do that together in the next stream, so get excited, and that's gonna be it from me. So let me pause this, let me pop my little self on the screen. And wrap it up. Not too late, not too late. Just a smidge over 2 hours. Red sandstone from the Red Mountains. I love it. I wonder what the texture is gonna be. Like, is it just gonna be blood red stone, or is it gonna have like etchings of stuff in it? Is it gonna have like veins in it? You know, stuff like that. So, so yeah, red sandstone is a bit clayish, isn't it? It's a bit clayish in its appearance, like red clay. So yeah, we'll see. The hall with the troll is the 21st hall. Oh! Even more confusing. Okay. Well, we have to explore the 21st hall as well to find some more information. So yeah, we're just trucking right along. But yeah, the Dorodelph, you guys, I consider this the halfway point in the game. We're going to spend a little bit more time on this base camp. I'm not sure quite how much. There's a lot going on in my life as well as in the game, so we'll have to decide how we want to progress exactly. But we are in new, exciting areas, and it feels very like a really big accomplishment to get this far. And so we'll be spending some time here in the Dorodelph specifically. And now that we're here, I'm going to be even more inspired to share a tour of my current Dorodelph, which I have rebuilt and reestablished and decorated, and I'm completely overwhelmed at the idea that there's going to be... Okay, so I dreamed of more building sets for the expansion release, but with everything they were adding, with the trading post and the NPCs and everything else, I was like, you know what? The next DLC pack that's a little bit more standard or a little bit more themed, Faith, settle down, wait for the next DLC pack. After the update is more about gameplay expansion, not so much about building, adding more items to the game in that sense. But lo and behold, here we are. So there's a huge part of me, that being said for a reason, that's like, I can't show you guys any of my existing builds because there's new stuff coming. And what if I want to redo it all? What if it's not really finished? What if I want to, you know? So there's that part of me that's kind of struggling with it. But what's really amazing about this game is that I can just have save files for days. So I can have my original quotes Forever Island, as we reference our Animal Crossing people, reference the Forever Island, the file you never get rid of. That can be my original Dorodelph. It's a great build. I love it. I'm very proud of it. And then with all of the new stuff, instead of feeling like I've got to come back and destroy and flatten, you know, the existing build and build with new items, like I can just start a new file, easily get to the Dorodelph, be real spicy about it, use some special items, use some things to like blow through the campaign real quick to the next Dorodelph. I could also do a sandbox world, which like I'm never going to do, but I could. And rebuild it then, you know? So like I can have more than one Dorodelph build, and I don't necessarily have to just destroy one to create another. But I feel that struggle very much deep in my heart of like, I don't have enough things in the existing Dorodelph build. Like, it's just the Entwood DLC really was like the last thing that kind of hit my game before I built all of that out. But anyway, this is all unnecessary information and context. I need to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys for being with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Slow brain night, low energy night. I appreciate it so much. You guys are the best. Thank you, Kathleen, Axe, and Curse for being in the live chat. And thank you to the VOD watchers. If you've made it all the way through to the end of the stream, congratulations. You are just the most amazing. And I appreciate the view, and I appreciate any likes and any subs that result from you watching the VOD back at the end. Appreciate it. You are welcome for the stream. Get good rest will do. You are so welcome for the stream. So much stuff going on. But yeah, things are good. I'm good. You guys are great. And I'm going to catch you in the next episode. So bye.